You could be farming in an area where there is little rainfall. So we want to show you some of the crops you can plant, you can grow in that area, and you still get food on the table. So we are going to see how we farm them, how we raise them, and we get food on the table. Welcome to my channel, Christine, the principal farmer, the real life coach. Welcome once again. We are here always to show you how to create hunger-free communities, how we can have food on the table in the cheapest way possible. However much you could be farming in a hard to farm area, once in a while you receive this heavy rainfall. When it comes, use it very well and grow some food. We are going to show you some of the foods that we have farmed in these semi-arid areas and we have enjoyed farming, because at the end of the day we have food on the table. Number one, they are the bananas. These are highland bananas. They produce for me some good bananas for food. This is one of a kind here at my home. It's very close to me, and I'm going to show you how I've taken care of these bananas in the dry areas of semi-arid areas of northern Uganda. That's where Christine is farming from, but I can have food on the table. So I'm showing you some of the things, some of the crops you're going to farm and have food on the table. These are highland bananas. How we manage them to give us that good food, it is not very hard, and it's what I've brought you, my viewer, my subscriber, such that we farm together, create very many hunger-free communities. Number one, what we do to have these bananas produce for us a lot of food. However much the dry season can come and almost sweep out everything, but when that heavy downpour comes, once in a while, when it comes, we have to utilize it very well. When you have planted your highland bananas, like this one here, give it all the residues that are in your kitchen, like these ones here I've been checking. These are residues from the kitchen, the remains of the kitchen. If you don't have time to decompose them, you can just pour them. You count something like 4 centimeters off the real banana, dig a hole and bury them like this. If you don't have time to do the real decomposing of this manure, you can just put them just around like that. These are kitchen remains, oranges, passion fruits. Let me check, more things are here. The eggplants which were not used in the kitchen. So we bury all these things around the bananas. Count something like 4 centimeters, bury them around your bananas. That is when you receive heavy rainfall, like that. Number two, what you're going to do, mulching. This is a simple one, but I always have the big one. I mulch my gardens, and you feel like sitting in the garden to have your lunch even. I do mulch a lot. I use everything, all the dry grass that I can afford to get, and mulch my gardens. So whenever we mulch, it helps to maintain the moisture in the soils. Then at the end of the day, we get big bunches of bananas, and we eat and enjoy our food. Farm with Christine. Subscribe if you're new. I'm here to see how we can pave ways of getting food on the table. Here we use the cheapest, the easiest, the quickest and best methods of farming. Subscribe and don't be left out. Number three, what we give to our bananas. Whenever it is the rainy season, we dig trenches in our gardens. These trenches, they can hold water. And when there is water which is held in the bananas, at least for some good time, even if the dry season comes, we shall still survive and have food on the table. That is how we take care of our bananas, in short, and we manage to have food on the table. We are going to see item number 2, which you're going to farm and have food on the table. Number 2, it's cassava. This one you're seeing here, it has stayed for 6 months, and after these 6 months, I'm already seeing the tubers. They have already formed on this cassava. Actually, we are doing some weeding, and I'm seeing this one was hurt. So the way we take care of this cassava, it is a crop I've really come to testify that it can stay, it can grow with that little rainfall. The heavy one comes once in a month, and it pours. What you do your weeding, cover the soils back like this. They need a lot of soil such that they feed from under here. Then after that, whenever we do our weeding, we also do the mulching for this cassava. all this rubbish here, we put it around our cassava like this. We mulch a lot. And after this mulching is done, at the end of the day, we shall get this cassava out. Actually, when you're hungry, you don't have what to eat, you can pick it from here. You can pick some 2 or 3. You cook, you go to the other one. The garden is big and we are still weeding. So we thank God has blessed us with the knowledge. We have learned what to do to survive even in these semi-arid areas of northern Uganda where I'm doing my farming from. So I was like, I need to share these things with the rest of the world, such that those areas which are hard to farm in, where people can really struggle, they get rain once in a week, once in 2 weeks. Then some good months, they go without seeing any drop coming. Semi-arid areas, they have really challenges. But I thank God has given me the knowledge, the skills of how we can survive. So I have to share them with you, my viewer, my subscriber, and we create very many hunger-free communities, such that we all live together happily. A hungry person can be angry, can get annoyed, can get really frustrated. It's like, what is my next step? Without food, you're not going to face it fine. But when you have food on the table, the smile is always big, like mine, ear to ear. Every day when I'm smiling, I feel my smile is big enough because there's food on the table. So if you don't have what to eat, like for today, this cassava here, 6 months down the road, you can have food on your table. I've shown you the tubers. They are already there. They are big. I've already covered them back. So we mulch them when we get that rainfall. Once in a while, it will make our cassava grow very big and we have a lot of food on the table. Number 3, it's maize, corn. Corn is another crop you can grow and it survives with that little rain which comes once in a while. Let it pour at least once in a week, twice in a week. You'll be able to farm your corn, your maize, and get food on the table. It's mission possible. I've done it. If I have food on the table, you too, you should have food on the table because you're my viewer, you're my subscriber. We do this together. On top of that, add some fruit trees. That can be like item number 4. Things like mangoes. Mangoes can really fruit in the dry season. They can give you a lot of fruits. Don't think of the apples Christine is farming today. Please, I also started with mangoes. From there, I started looking for how I can raise my apples from a seed. They grew, and today I have apples at the farm. So start small. Don't say, I'm waiting when I get 40 acres of land. For what? Start with what is available. You'll be able to have food on the table. Just like me. I make people smile when they are with me. We always have something we can eat from the farm. And we stay happy. I gather children around here who come to say, hey, Christine. The little ones. All the little ones, even a 2-year-old, can be trying to call my name in this village here where we stay. Just because they want to share with me what I have. The mulberries I have at the farm. The mangoes. Yes, and all those things. And we stay with them happily. A hungry person can get angry very fast. Let's have food on the table. It's very, very important. Even our Lord Jesus Christ knew and told the disciples, tell Jehovah God in heaven, give us our daily bread. So it is very important. That's why I'm always here to see how we can have food on the table. I love you, my family. It is still early in the morning. I have some work still to continue with. Up to the other side, it is all bushy. So let me go and I see how we can handle the day. I love you. Stay blessed. In the mighty name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Love you.